What is going on, everyone? My name is Weldon, and you're watching the Weldonator's Amputee Journey. Alright, I know this is going to be something completely different than what we're used to doing, but I'm still healing over my leg situation, my nub situation. So I figured everything's looking better. A little update. I went to the processes today, and he made me a custom, I won't call it, kind of like a custom insole for a shoe, but it's more of like a custom insole for the nub. And so basically what he did is he mixed up two chemicals together and expanded up, and he poured it in the socket. And then when he pours it in the socket, I step into it. And what it does is it will literally go up and mold around my nub, filling up any gaps and any spaces that there are. You can only cut that away later on. So I had to cut some away later, when I got home, because it was a little too tall on the front side right here. So whenever I put my nub in the socket, it kind of folded over a little bit, which caused a little bit of uncomfort and pressure to the front of the shin. All right, let me switch all up. Hang on one second. So as I was saying, it was so tall, like it would literally go all the way up, and it was so tall that it was folding over in the front of my shin bone. And it doesn't feel bad because it's really squishy and soft, but after a little bit, it kind of starts giving pressure on the shin bone area, and that doesn't feel good. All right, guys, so what we're doing today is, we're usually riding ONYXs and scooters and stuff like that, but today we're doing something a little different. I'm getting my seedlings started. I've waited a little too long, but I also had to wait because my leg, I was trying to get my leg situated so I could walk around and do this instead of being in the wheelchair or on forearm crutches. So today is the first day I'm really getting up and around. Got to go see my processes. He got that fixed up for me for the bottom part, so it's a little more comfortable. And so far it feels good, but I can't say for sure it's good because I don't have feeling from my hip down because there was so much damage during the accident. But as of right now, it feels A-okay. So I figure we get out here, do a little bit of seed planting. All right, so what I'm doing today is I'm basically getting up all this older dirt that we have and kind of freshening it up so that way I can put it in there in my seed trays, so that way we have some fresher dirt. So the first step is to take it all out of these pots that we have here and then break it up and spread the love that way through the other with the wheelbarrow. That way I can get everything broken up nicely. So guys, what I've been doing since I've been riding and stuff like that, I've been writing down topics to talk about. Since I never really have, I'm not going to use them as scripts or anything like that. I'll just use them as talking points. So that way, because I don't script anything out. I don't like scripting things out because then, to me, it doesn't feel like I'm being real with y'all. I'm just going off a piece of paper or something I've written up, so that way I know exactly what to say to y'all. And I'm not like that. I'm somebody that wants to just be me. If I mess it up saying it, then I mess up saying it. If I stutter, no big deal. That's the reason why I don't script things out. I just create talking points to share with y'all. So that's the way that's gonna be. So first talking point that I really want to get at with y'all is, let me go to my phone to see what it is. It even says, because I wrote everything down on my phone, but I don't remember what it was I wrote down. So number one is going to be talking point. So as you can see, as of right now, I've got a total of 12 to 14 talking points. There's actually 12, but I've got 2 of them that are basically going to be places I need to go check out on the bike or scooter. As you can see right here, I've really been focusing on getting things to talk to you about because I hate being quiet whenever y'all on video, so that way y'all don't lose interest. I do plan on, I'm reading a book about Plano, Texas right now, where I'm born and raised at. So I plan on going through that whole entire book. Beefsteak's cool. I plan on going through that book and reading it so that way I can take y'all like literally, instead of just like telling you about Plano, Texas, what I'll do is I'll take you to the actual sites that the book is talking about and location we're talking about, so you can actually see what was there at one time and what there is now. So I figured that would be a good thing to do with that situation, since I'll be totally something different that I've never done before. We kind of breaking myself out of my comfort zone by doing that. So I figured that'd be something good to do. Tell you about Plano, Texas, and then show you where things used to be at, or where things used to be at, not anymore, but like for instance down in downtown Plano, the very corner, 15th Street and Avenue K, the very corner there, it used to be across the street from Queen of Hearts. That very corner building used to be, just giving you a little bit of history right here. I'm not gonna do the whole thing right now, but just something I find pretty interesting. A lot of people that move here don't have any clue about it all. Well, that building that's there used to be the plain old mortuary back in the day. So it looks like a plain old building, nothing going on with it at all. The basement floor is where everything went down at. So it's where all the bodies and stuff were kept and done, stuff like that. Though that time was more during the years of my brother. Back in the, I want to say, starting in the 1800s, I want to say is when it started. But my brother was born in the 70s, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. That right there, a lot of people don't know that used to be the mortuary. There used to be dead bodies, and now they've got it into like, I want to say it's like an arts building, and a bottom part where the entry is, above the basement where the dead people were. That's the arts part, and I think about that as apartments now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% positive what it is now. I go down there, but I don't really pay too much attention to it. But yeah, we'll be going and doing all kinds of checking things out, so that way we can actually get the visual of what it all looks like nowadays compared to what it was back then. I figured that'd be pretty cool to do something different on the bike. Give like a little Plano, Texas tour, downtown Plano from then to now. It just seems to me like it'd be pretty fun to do. Give us something to go look at, talk, ride the bike with. And then what's crazy is that the Plano police station is literally right around the corner. We may run into some cops there, which they don't mind us being on the e-bikes. That's what's cool about it. They're all good with it. As long as you're not doing anything stupid, it'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm gonna take the soil out and turn it as well, just like I'm doing here. Oh, they got earthworms in here too, good sized ones. Ah, no, not at all. I want those guys. I'm just, like I said, I'm just basically turning the soil. So, all right guys, there's that we're talking about. And then, yeah, overall, with this, I'm just basically trying to get the dirt out. So we've got good dirt for my seed. And we'll have pots when the seeds are done. We'll have pots for everything to go into. And also the reason I'm doing this too, guys, is I figured this right here, hang on, doing stuff like this might help me with my anger sometimes, because not gonna lie, from before my accident, I do have some anger problems, to where it's like things just piss me off really easily sometimes, and they shouldn't. Some things I should be like, whatever, who cares? But no, it marinates on me right here. So the more I marinate on things, the more I don't want to say angry all the time, because I'm not always angry. Just mad and frustrated and irritated, irritable. There we go, irritable. And that comes a lot with a brain injury as well. Yeah, that TBI. And if you don't know what that means, it's traumatic brain injury. I had a pretty severe traumatic brain injury during my accident. So bad that I'm actually a test dummy. And then they still 18 years later after my accident, they still keep up with me, checking to see how that medication's doing. Or not medication, the injection they gave me, whatever it was. I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. That's how much in the dark I am about it. So, but yeah, they still keep me to this day. Seeing if it's working, see how it is working. And I don't mind doing that. I don't mind being a test dummy, because I'm actually helping other people out. So it's a win-win for me. The reason they gave it to me is because my injury was so bad. I was actually in a coma 27 days before I came out of the coma. And when I came out of the coma, I went all the way back to infancy. So there's that. That was lots of fun. Not. That's how bad my accident was, to where I was in a coma 27 days right off the bat. And the third day in my coma, I had died, they said. I flatlined, just like I flatlined at the scene of the accident. So actually I died twice. So basically, that's how bad a shape I was in during my accident. I'm guessing that in the ambulance, they actually gave me the serum there, because they had to do it within a certain amount of time before the brain injury was really kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, kind of set in, and it was too late to give me the medication. So, alright guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna get my shovel right fast, so that way I'll have that. Give me a second, okay? Alright guys, I just thought of something that I've been meaning to tell y'all, because when I do my editing, I watch my videos, of course. So whenever I watch the videos, I notice things that I do that not necessarily apologize for, but I need to let y'all know why I do that and why I feel the way I feel about it. So that way we're all on the same page and yada yada yada. Well, with my brain injury, again, I only feel like I should tell you this because, plus sometimes they're like, dude, he talks pretty fast, or kind of goes through things really quick, doesn't take his time, da da da. So I want to let you know that with my brain injury, the talking fast thing, trust me, it gets on my nerves too, because I never used to do that I can at least remember. Oh yeah, when I say that I at least can't remember, that's because I say that because I literally forgot all of my past when I came out of the coma. So that was at 24 years old, I think is what it was. Yeah, 24 years old when I had the accident. So from 24 years old to then and back. So that means high school, elementary school, my childhood, all that. And granted, we all remember childhood very well, but the fact is, I literally forgot from 24 years old and back everything that I had done, I did. I just forgot everything, man, because the TBI, man, messed me up so bad to where I didn't even know my mom when I came out of the coma, dude. That's how bad things were. I didn't recognize her, didn't know her, all that stuff, dude. So that just goes to show you how bad off I really was. So with me forgetting about my past, and it's now 18 years later since my accident, I'll be talking about something, or I'll be doing something, or something come on the radio or whatever, and all of a sudden I get this like flood of emotions and flashbacks of what I did when that song or whatever was playing or whatever was happening at the time was going on. And man, it's a really cool feeling, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's really, really freaky at the same time, because you're like, what the hell, why is this flooding back like this? Or why is this song bringing back this memory? Why is what I'm doing right now flood back this memory right now? So it's a really cool but yet freaky feeling, because you don't know where this flashback is coming from, or why it's coming back, or any of that stuff, dude. So like I said, it's a cool feeling. But I will say this, right now I'm watching a show on TV called Doc, and it's a real true life story. She was an actual doctor. She was driving home from the hospital from work one night and had a severe accident and flipped her car, yada yada yada. And keep in mind, I've never seen anybody else go through this before ever, so it's like, this is all new to me completely. And so the base of the story is the same thing I'm telling you right now. She's going through the exact same thing, and it's really cool to see or to watch somebody else going through the same thing that you're going through, because you've never experienced it before, you never heard about it before, and all of a sudden you're doing this and you're like, am I normal? Why never see anybody else do this? So seeing that kind of makes you feel a little bit better. Oh, thank you. I'll go ahead and add that in here now. So that's just a little hit back story. I know I've told you things before, but I figured now, since I'm not riding the bike in the meantime, it'd be really good to at least go over with y'all and let you know why sometimes I talk fast and don't mean to. That's all because of the brain injury. So if I'm doing that, I try to stop myself. So that's a little something right there, y'all. Like I was saying though, that's a little back history of that right there. Why I sometimes talk fast, and how I have noticed it on my editing, and I wanted to let y'all know that I'm sorry that I've been doing that. I don't try to do that. And as you can see, as of today, like right now, I can hear the way I'm talking to y'all right now, and I hope it's not uber slow, but I need to slow down like this so that way my words aren't just kind of like mumble jumbling together and going just like in one whole lump word. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying and feel what I'm saying and stuff like that. So that way you're not like, what did he say? And having to constantly rewind. Or if y'all even do that. I know sometimes I'll do that if I can understand what somebody says. I'll rewind it up so I can catch it on the replay or something. So what does it say? So that was one of the talking points I wanted to go over with y'all about how like I speak fast sometimes, and the reason why I accidentally do that, and I don't mean to do that because I don't want to do that to y'all. But the main reason, that's what I was saying. The reason I talk fast and do things fast and don't really ever stop is because I feel like I'm moving too slow to where it's like I'll bore y'all. And I don't want to do that, but that's the reason I talk fast, or I do stuff like where it's like I don't really stop take pictures of the things that I need to be taking pictures of for the video or whatever. So that's a little behind the scenes. And I'm always, even though I even think about that before I even edit, while I'm doing the ride or doing whatever I'm doing, that's going through my head where it's like, man, I need to slow down. I need to stop and take this picture, take that picture. Because I kind of plan my rides through my head before I go, because I've lived in Plano all my life and the surrounding area. So, with me used to being a cyclist, where I was qualifying for Team USA's Paralympic team, that all I used to do is ride these streets. So I kind of know this area a little too well, to where I don't ever really have to get on the main street. I can always stay on the back roads or whatever, get to wherever I need to go, because the streets here are kind of like a grid system. So I kind of everything planned out in a way. Granted, yeah, there's some streets that I don't know. I ain't gonna say I know everything, but there are some streets that I don't know. And I come across and it's like, okay, where do I go from here? Well, that's why I try and plan out the ride before I go, so that way I can talk to y'all if I need about whatever I need to talk to y'all about. I don't have to worry about where I'm going. Like I said, I'm just using it as talk. I'm not using scripts, and I'm just using it as talking points. But yeah, sometimes like, okay, that's another one. How like when I do certain things or I'm going somewhere, whatever the case may be, it always depends on what's going down. But with the TBI, sorry about that, y'all. I had to do a battery change right there. But like I was saying though, what was I saying? That's another thing with my injuries. I know everybody forgets, but man, it gets frustrating because sometimes it just goes away fast, dude. No, oh yeah, anger. They always told the doctors told my parents, first of all, when I was in a coma, they told my parents, if I make it out of the coma, I may be in a vegetative state due to the brain injury and how long I was out at the scene before I was resuscitated back to life again. So I was a very violent and angry person before my accident. So they told my parents, they told my parents that that usually when you have a TBI, this is as severe as mine was, or any TBI, if you're an angry person before that, then you're going to be an angry person after that, and it's usually multiplied by 10 usually. And I was very angry, not in my accident, my anger just came back whenever I came back. It took about a year, maybe 2 years to come back to my brain again, from being an infant and everything come back together, going through therapy and everything like that. It took about a year to 2 years for me to finally be back to as close to what they call normal as can be. But my anger issue was still there, and my mom worked really hard with me to keep that under wraps and keep that controlled and learn how to control it. So I'm not gonna lie, I've come a long way, but that's my biggest demon, is my anger. And so every day, if you know, you know, but every day I gotta fight that demon to keep him like tame and everything like that, because certain things will just set me off, dude, and I don't want to be that guy no more, not like I used to be. With that being said, my anger had come back fierce again, but through time, praise God, I was able to control it, and like I said, I still have my little lapses, but not like I used to be at all. Gotta give glory where glory is due, and that's where glory is due, that I'm not the same angry person I used to be. Now it's just a little angry, sometimes, depending on what it is. But I'm trying to let that stuff take over like it can, and like it did. What else was there I want to talk to you about? Man, there's so much, since I've been hurt for so long, there's so much I want to talk to you all about, but I can't remember everything, so that's why I wrote it down, just to make sure I didn't forget it. So I want to share that as much as I can. But yeah, frustration, that's another thing that along next to anger, is you get frustrated because you're like, I used to be able to do this way really fast, get things done really fast and smooth, and now it doesn't seem like that at all anymore. So therefore it frustrates you because you're like, I used to be able to do it like this, and now it's like taking me 10 times as long, which is okay, I get it. What's been going on my leg? So basically, you know what's been going on my leg. Let me make sure my dog's good. Give me a second, y'all. Let me make sure he's good. You wanna come outside? Come on, baby, come on. You have to keep the coat on, okay? So, like I was saying though, the same time I've been going through my issue with my leg, things breaking out, blisters happening, the vacuum suction part of the socket sucking too hard, kind of giving my bottom of my nub a hickey, literally making it blistered. Baby Groot's been going through his deal too. A while back I remember telling y'all that he was dealing with a bacteria issue that he caught somewhere. We have no clue where he had caught it. And so he's been going through that. Hang on, let me get the seed trace. He's been going through that. We almost have him healed and stuff like that. Well, while I was using my wheelchair, since I couldn't walk, basically I had the leg piece out, so my leg could be up like that. Not my leg, my prosthesis, but my nub without the leg there. That way I could have it up and keep the fluids from going down in there, swelling my leg up, making it bigger. I kept my leg up, so, and I hate saying like this, but he's food motivated, so anytime he hears a rapper in the kitchen, he gets up and goes in there because he thinks somebody's gonna give him some food. And lo and behold, whenever he was laying underneath my wheelchair, I didn't think he was gonna get up like that because he laid right underneath the leg piece, and there's 2 side pieces and then the center piece that are pretty sharp. Well, that little turd decides to get up really fast, hits his head on the actual leg piece, and like kind of, I guess we'll say splits his head open, because now he's got a hole, not a hole, but like he hit it here, and then in the center as well. And those bacteria spots he was dealing with on his legs and stuff, well, now that those spots are open on his head, it's like they went up there to his headpiece now. So now he's dealing with that on his head. We're trying to clear that up, because everything else on his body has really been taken care of and healed, thank God. But now we're having to deal with this on his head that seems like it's spread to there now. And oh Lord, guys, it's been one thing after another. Like they say in the movie John Wick, when it rains, it pours. And right now it feels like it's pouring. And that's why when you see him go by right there, you'll see him with the cone on, because granted, of course it itches, right? Why wouldn't that itch? You're dealing with the skin and blood and stuff like that. So therefore, the reason he has a cone on so he doesn't itch and scratch it, because he likes to scratch. He'll take his nails and scratch the top of the scab and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden we're dealing with blood everywhere throughout the house, and yeah, we just can't be having that, guys. So that's why right now it's been a very stressful 2025, because I got hurt in February 10th, 2025. It was when my foot on my socket broke, and ever since that day, things just haven't been the same. I even had members at the gym ask me, well then, what's going on, man? Because before this, you're perfectly fine, rocking and rolling, doing everything you needed to do, working fine. I don't know, y'all. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with now, is this situation and baby Groot situation and all this stuff. So I mean, it's been a lot. Not more than I can handle, but it's been a lot. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on like I always do, get everything better, because the only thing I do is leave it to God's hands, because it's out of mine. I've done everything I know to do. But at least when I get on here while I'm doing this with y'all, so y'all can see what's going on, I can tell what's been going down, what's happening. Yeah, this year we're gonna try to do some veggies this way, because starting from seeds inside, and try this, because every time we've done it from seeds outside, it's like the bugs come and literally, which is typical, will come and literally eat all the small leaves and shrubbage and vegetation and stuff that we got growing, and then leave us with just a stem, because they'll eat all the leaves and everything. It's like, yo, I need my food, my veggies. That's what's been going on here, y'all. So I figured today, with it being 80 degrees, I figured I'd get out here, finally do this stuff, since I'm able to at least stand, not 100% yet, but I'm closer than I was before, and that's all I can ask for. I want to let y'all know why sometimes I talk really, really fast. I don't mean to, but that way y'all know that I'm kind of messed up in the head a little bit, but not bad. So kind of like normal messed up, but yeah, that way y'all like, okay, so he's not doing it just to do it on purpose. He's doing it because that's just him. Yeah, that's just me. So we got 80 cells right here for planting vegetables. Plenty of dirt right here. I need to actually get 1, 2, 3, 4 more pots, 5 more pots, 6 more pots of soil to turn over. Yeah, I do. So what I may do now is take this dirt that's in here, in the pots that I took the dirt out of, I may distribute some soil back into that, so that way we have soil ready to go. My seedlings are done. That sounds like a plan. That way they'll have fertilizer in it, perlite in it, whatever it's called. But I'm really hoping for a good crop this year, dude. Every year we've tried, we've come up with nothing but critters that eat everything up, and it's like, dude, it almost gets discouraging, but I'm not gonna give up. I know we're gonna get good crops eventually. We gotta figure out how to do it exactly the way we need to do it. And I truly feel that doing it from seed inside, from the trace of the cells, will really be a big difference compared to what we had before. That way they'll come out strong and not come out as soon as they pop up out of the ground, get eaten by little animals and stuff like that. Granted, everybody gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta eat, but don't eat my veggies until I'm ready to share them with you. That's all I gotta say there. Gotta learn to share, y'all. Gotta learn to share. These little insects need to give me a chance to at least have my stuff before I share with them. We're also going to be bringing some pollinator plants around, and I might get some bird seed, so I'm going to put out there towards the wall out there and attract some birds in here, so they'll even eat some of the insects up that are kind of bothering the crops. Get some of the nymphs out of there, maybe, hopefully. Those guys are annoying. They really mess up your leaves on your plants sometimes. I don't want to pack this in there because I don't want to pack it. We're just kind of like basically putting a light sprinkle of dirt in here. Let me see. While I'm doing this, let me make sure there's nothing else I wanted to go over with y'all. Otherwise, I can let y'all go, because there's no need to keep y'all here from just talking. Yeah, basically I want to talk to you about the TBI, baby Groot, my leg. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll talk about the rest of this with y'all next time. But in the meantime, I think we good on that. Now it's just chatting away, talking, spending time together, y'all. Let me try to move y'all a little bit. Man, it is hot. To me, well, see, also, okay, that's the other thing, y'all, right quick, so I forgot where the camera was at. That's the other thing, y'all, is that when I was in my coma, I was having extremely high body temperature, and they couldn't bring it down at all due to me going through withdrawals. So they literally had me on an ice bed because my temperature was so stinking high. They were worried that was gonna kill me and cook my insides and all that nasty good stuff that comes with withdrawals and everything like that. So yeah, so there was that. So now it's like my body, okay, move back up a second. So basically being on the ice beds, it screwed up my body temperature and I want to say my internal temperature for hot foods and stuff. I don't know how that goes together, but somehow it does. Because now it's like, even in the winter time, when it's like, say 50 degrees-ish, maybe a little bit cooler, I'm burning up, dude. Like I can wear a tank top almost year round here in Texas. No issues at all, no problems. And be cool, no problem at all. Not even affect me. So that's why whenever I'm video recording or taping or whatever, I'm pretty much always in a tank top. So for me wearing this shirt today, it's very unlike me. And I'm starting to realize why I don't wear these shirts, because yes, it's only 80 degrees, but I'm feeling like it's 100 degrees in like with this t-shirt on. It feels like I'm baking. So trying to get used to t-shirts again. So I don't want to always be wearing tank tops. Yeah, it's okay, but if I don't have to, I don't want to. I want to look as normal as possible. Being a tank top when it's freezing outside, it's kind of weird. So I'm trying my best to be normal and dress normal like a normal person would, and not like always be in a tank top. I'm always gonna be in shorts because they're comfortable to me. But t-shirts, I want to get used to wearing those again. I got so many t-shirts from whenever I cycled that I don't wear. Number one, I gained weight, so therefore that's why I don't wear them, because they're a little bit tighter. I'm working my way back to them right now, so I'm close to being able to get back into them, no problem at all. I've been kind of, being in the wheelchair kind of makes you lose weight because you're constantly moving, grooving. What else was there? I'm almost thinking about doing a live stream. I'm just nervous about doing live streams because, I don't know, just get nervous about doing stuff like that. It's out of my comfort zone, it's new. I'm actually on the line with y'all, and I don't know how much y'all would like that, but I've been thinking about it. It's been kind of heavy on my heart. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Camera got hot there. I figured it was gonna get hot being in the sun right there, but figured I'd give it a shot and try it. So, y'all are back to where we started at. So, like I was saying though, hang on, let me go back to the notes. I don't know, y'all. There's so much I need to talk to you about. I'm just like, not wanting to cram it into one video. I will say this, from being in the wheelchair for so long, my body's like, dude, you're doing work? What's going on here? We've been relaxing, sitting in the wheelchair for so long. No, my body's like, dude, hold up. What are you doing? I'm not used to this stuff anymore. What? You're very used to Mr. Body, because we're getting back to it again. And I don't get me wrong, I don't think I don't do anything when I'm in the wheelchair, because that's not true. I cycle every morning. I do 15 miles on my hand cycle, which is what I started out with in the Paralympics, or the team qualifying for Team USA with, until I went to the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, and they had to give me an evaluation, and in that evaluation, kind of screwed myself. I was on the hand cycle, which is a bicycle you pedal with your hands like this, and I was on that. Well, I didn't know that just because this leg was bad, in order to race in the Team USA on hand cycles, both my legs had to be bad. So without me knowing, I was we went out and did an evaluation ride. Everybody that was there for evaluations did that ride. The ride was awesome. The ride was great. Everything was perfect. Coaches were talking to me and everything. Well, it's time to go back in the dorm room. Lo and behold, I didn't have my crutches with me. So I was like, you know what? This will be all right. I can hop up these stairs. I do it at home all the time. Well, little did I know, the coaches were watching me, paying close attention to what I was doing, everything like that. They saw me hop up the stairs with my left leg, of course, because my right leg is the one I have amputated. Well, they saw me hop up there with ease, no problems whatsoever, just moving and moving. And they called me in the office and, hey, how bad is your left leg? I was like, I guess pretty bad. I don't know, I guess it's okay. They're like, well, we saw you hop up the stairs and your leg looks like it's extremely strong. I was like, yeah, it's decently strong. It'll get me around. And next thing you know, they're telling me that due to that, which is a good thing, I'm not gonna complain. I'm very blessed in that area. Due to my left leg being so strong, I can race on Team USA with hand cycle, but due to that leg being so strong and in good condition, health and shape, they said if I was to win, it wouldn't count due to the rules and regulations of hand cycle racing in the Olympics. Yeah, anytime I raced, if I won, came in a good position, it wouldn't count. So they're like, if you want it to count, you need to go to a stand-up bike. The second I got back to the house here in Texas, I started looking at stand-up bicycles. Got sponsored by PAC, Plano Athletic Cycling Club. They picked me up for the team, so I had a sponsor then. Well, no, not yet. My mom was like, all right, if that's the only way that you can race, let's go get you a bike. So we started out with my time trial bike. It was a transition time trial bike, S-Works Transition is what it was. And started out with that. Started out doing time trial races and stuff like that only, because I didn't have a road racing bike at the time. So did that and took off from there. Some years later, once I got my strength up and got a road bike, I entered my road races. So I started doing the road racing and everything like that. Loved every bit of it. Miss it so very much. But at the same time, it's like, as of right now, there have been, from what I understand and what I've seen on the news and stuff like that, cyclists getting taken out by cars, not paying attention, yada yada. It's always been like that. But I'm a solo trainer, and I just don't think, I think that the part of my life is over, that chapter. Much I hate saying it. I don't plan on going back to try out for qualifying for Team USA again, even though it's so close. That season's just over for me now, I believe. All right, guys. Well, I got the pots and everything done. Soil turned. So I think that's all we're gonna do today. I may bring out back if I do the seeds here after a while. That's just a big iffy. I think I'll end up doing the seeds, but yeah, I'll probably bring out back to that. So I'll bring out back here in a little bit, okay? All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do first. We're going to go ahead and, this doesn't make sense, give me a second. Finish up this video. I'll make sure everything's in frame. All right, we good. All right, y'all. So, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make my little holes for my seeds. As you can see, we got quite a few seeds here. I definitely wanna do Brussels sprouts for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and make our holes right here, right there. It's important not to make them too deep, but just deep enough where they can break through the soil. Otherwise, if you go too deep, the soil is gonna be too tough for them to go through. So that's why I went ahead and aerated all the soil that I had in those older plants from seasons before. More likely just last season, but still. I'm gonna go through there and make sure that the soil is nice and drainable, because you want the water to be sucked up from the bottom. And when you do the trays like this, I'm still learning, so therefore all the knowledge I'm spitting out right now is knowledge I have just recently learned. Basically, you wanna go through here and make sure your soil can drain very well, but also what's going on is you don't water from the top into the cells. Basically what you're doing is you're putting the water in the trays underneath, and it soaks up the water from below, so that way you're not messing up your seed or nothing like that. Again, this is the stuff that I have just learned. I've never done it like this before. I always go straight from seed to pot, never from cell to pot. Seed, cell, pot. Never done that before. So like I said, just been from seed straight to the pot and try to grow it there, and that's whenever the bugs come and mess everything up for us. Got some clumpy lumpies in here. I'm using this pokey. And specifically for this, I'm gonna make my holes for my seeds. What I'm gonna do more than likely is we'll have 5 cells per seed. So we're gonna have, it's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 5 is 40. So 40 and 40, we got 80 cells to grow things in. And then I got my marker here, and my what the seeds are right there for each cell or for each row. I guess what I'll do first is we're gonna go ahead and do some Hong Kong melons. It's a small yellow melon, about hand length in size, or hand, yeah, whatever. Anyways, this is what these are gonna be. So what I'll probably end up doing is putting about 2 seeds in each cell, more than likely. So that way we have a good chance of it coming out properly. These are older seeds too, so I'm not sure how good they'll germinate, but the fact is, we're at least using them. I've had them for quite a few years, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna be, let me write down these right now, so that way I got this taken care of. Don't forget what this is. It's gonna be the Hong Kong melon right there. And this one's gonna be from 2014, the big jalapenos. I thought I had a different one here too. or habanero. Oh well. Or 2016, I can't tell. Either way, it's jalapenos. So let's go ahead and take these guys out right here. Ooh, I don't want to lose those seeds. Okay. Nice and dry. We like jalapenos, so I really want these to do well. I think I got plenty right here. Some may get 3, some may get 2. I don't know. It'll be okay either way. Thing is, we're trying to get produce. Literally, that's just called the big jalapeno. Easy enough. What we're really wanting, guys, is we're really wanting to get the Brussels sprouts to grow. We tried those for 1 year. We had them, and they're phenomenal, right? They were perfect. Couldn't get any better. Then after that 1 year, we couldn't get any more for some reason. Yay! There we go, Brussels sprouts right here. Mom's helping me out with baby Groot right now. She's washing him. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for the past few weeks, but I was wanting to do it where I can enjoy it, not be in the wheelchair trying to do this. Dang, are you serious? Just tear the package. Just some baby seeds, y'all. Let me see how we're doing. Okay, we're doing good on the battery life. I was gonna say if we're getting low on battery, then what I may do is just bring y'all back later on. Oh, since I've got y'all here and I got plenty of battery left, let me talk to you about something right quick. With me being gone for so long from YouTube, let's see, I missed a month here, a month there, whatever. YouTube is kind of pulled back on putting my videos out like they were. So I was gonna ask y'all if y'all could you please, if you're watching this, like, subscribe, comment, because it puts out an algorithm for me. If you're liking what you're seeing, yes, I know we usually do PEV stuff, but this time it's called the Weldonators Amputee Journey. So you get a little bit of everything. You're gonna get some camping here pretty soon. And once I'm back at it again, so you're gonna get a little bit of everything. So that's what I love about my channel. It's not just focused on one specific deal. You know, like, what if you, a lot of you like that, but part of my life. So this is what I do. I'm trying this season to see how it does with my temper and my attitude. I'm praying it works because this is pretty peaceful to me so far. I'm really enjoying this. The only thing that's stressful is editing and videoing and stuff because you want to make the right videos, right angles and stuff like that. Well, anyways, if y'all could, I really appreciate that because like it, subscribe it, comment on it because it gets my stuff out in the algorithm and puts me in other people's feeds. And now that I'm back to being normal again, since I've been dealing with all this issue since last year, February, I'm finally going to start back to normal routine again. It seems like since the new padding was put in today, everything feels really, really good. So if y'all could help me get back out there again to get my subscribers up, because I'm at 270. I was at 276, I want to say is what it was. Now I'm back down to 273 on subscribers. And I really like to get to 300. So if you could, guys, please help me out with that. I really appreciate that. Like I said, you're gonna get like just part of my life, what amputees do, shall I say. And this is what I do. That way it gives me peace and it really calms me down. I give you a little bit of history, the reason why I talk fast sometimes. I'm starting to like notice that, so I'm starting to pay attention to it more. So really appreciate if y'all help me get stuff out there and get my channel back out there again so we can get the subscribers up. All right, guys, well, I think I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna finish putting in the seeds and stuff like that, and I'll let y'all know how everything goes. I'll bring y'all back later on because we're gonna start doing this to start the trays out today. What I'm gonna do is when I finish doing all the seeds, I'll bring y'all back to show what I put in each row. All right, guys, if I don't make it back, which hopefully I do, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Remember, life's a journey. Ride that tasty wave. All right, guys, as promised, I am back to show you what we have going on here. First tray is we've got, all right, I've got you all the way zoomed in now. So, we have here is the beefsteak tomatoes, red cherry tomatoes, some thyme, some basil, some cilantro, some garlic chives, some more basil, and some rainbow carrot mix. For the other tray, we're gonna have, let's go over here. We've got some Hong Kong melons. We've got some big jalapenos, summer squash right there, some bok choy, some Swiss chard, some fennel, last but not least, small bell peppers. So, now that we've got everything going right in the trays, I need to now water the bottom of the tray so the way the water comes up from the bottom side and not messes up the seed up from the top. And then I'll come back after everything starts getting germinated and show how everything is looking. For the transplant also, we'll do the transplant video as well. So I'm just gonna break it up in little pieces so that way I can get back to video recording again. I want to give you all a little show what I'm doing right now while I'm still letting the leg heal. The bikes are ready to go. I'm ready to go get on the bike, so I just miss them so much, but they'll be here eventually. They're not doing anything right now, but just chilling. So that's all good. But yeah, we're back to doing the PEV rides pretty soon. I just want to get beginning here with this with y'all. But yeah, guys, remember, life's a journey. Ride that tasty wave.